Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for November 18th, 2024. This is for Aries. Last shuffle coming out for Aries here. So Aries, what we have is stuck energy and fragmented energy. I'm seeing, hmm, it seems like you may be confused. You may feel all over the place today. And a lot of you may feel very, uh, like you don't want to be the bigger person. I kid you not. And especially if you have to speak. There's something about you wanting to say how you really feel, and because you're tired of holding it in. You want to do what's right. I think you want to tell the truth about how you really feel, but you may be stuck on how that's going to end, like the end game, like not just the end game, but how is this going to play out? If I tell them how I really feel, is this going to make things better, or is it just going to we're going to go back through the same cycle? There's something about being rejected, like you're happy telling the truth, but then you really don't want to be rejected in a sense. It's like you want to be understood. I don't see you being understood is the problem. So you have the 10 of cups, well, 10 of cups, yeah, you have the 10 of cups, knight of cups, knight of swords. It flips out. Okay, Spirit is saying, listen, they're not going to understand you. Look at these cards. They don't want to act right, which is crazy. So they're showing that this is some kind of a conversation here that you may be all over the place. Like it could go either way, but I still feel like I need to say this. Okay. A lot of times the Knight of Cups is about coming from the heart. This is about saying what's in your heart to say. And Knight of Swords is about being very honest about what you have to say. Like you're coming, you have uh, conviction about it, right? Because it's the truth. So they're showing with the 10 of Cups too as well that you would be happy being honest. You would be happier being honest. But also too, I do see that there's an air of rejection in the connection. Like if you say it now, they might take it the wrong way. Stuck energy on Death, Justice, Wheel of Fortune, and the Hanged Man. You may be trying to gain new perspectives or looking into what other people, how they would take it. How would they take it if I told them this? Because I do think that if you take them into consideration, like their perspective on things, it would change what you say to them. But at the same time, is it a real connection if you only say what they want to hear and you're not telling them how you really truly feel about something? And that's where they're coming from with things. It could go either way with the World and 7 of Cups. Fragmented energy would say that it could go either way. There's many different ways for this to end. Now the cycle itself could end that you don't feel is fair, or it could end the connection itself, and that would be unfair. Either way, something would be fair, right? Either someone wants to hear what you have to say, they're open to comprehending what you're saying, and then things end that way, and it changes, and it goes into um, a better future. Chances more often than not, someone's dealing with a very immature person. I'm seeing a young child, like a little girl, and so whether this person is like no matter the gender, you may see them as like being a little brat, like a, you know what I mean. I'm not trying to disparage a person, but you may feel like they're being a little childish, acting like if this is, you're feminine dealing with a masculine, you're like he's acting like a little girl, kind of vibe. That's where, they're kind of throwing that at me, so I'm going to give it to you the way it comes. And so that you may find that, like, it doesn't matter how you come. You may already be in the space of, well, let me just go ahead and get ready to get, to to ruin this, because I'm going to have to tell them the truth and they're not going to like what I have to say. um, that's what may have you keep you from speaking, is that you don't know how they're going to take what you have to say. Okay, milestone is the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. Or you may find this person, although they're older, to act very young. That's another thing. And also, too, if this is a feminine that you're wanting to speak to, this person may look way younger than their age. That's something else as well. Milestone is 5 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. So this is a situation that it was already, it was going to come to this. All the worst fears being culminated into one scenario. It's almost like it was meant, it was going, no matter how things were going to go, it was eventually going to reach this point. And maybe For some of you, one or both of you may have not grown in this connection. Like someone, this is not just romantic, but I do see romance, I do see family here, but someone did not grow up. Like someone didn't change, right? They could have aged, but they still act the same. And so there's a milestone of like, just because of that in and of itself, being in this connection would have eventually led to this, to now we're at this point where I feel stuck. I feel trapped with this energy because it's not going to change. They keep showing me, I don't know if you guys remember the movie and actually the book by Anne Rice, right? Interview with the Vampire. The movie itself, they turned this little girl, which I feel like was Kristen Dunst when she was like a little girl. They changed her over into like a vampire, and she never grew. And so like 100, 200 years went by, and she wanted to be a woman for when she wanted to grow up. She wanted to change her hair, and she couldn't because she was permanently one way. I think she cut all her hair off, and then she came back in the room. Her hair was back down long with the curls. She was so upset. And this is kind of that vibe. You're dealing with someone who just may not, they just don't change. They won't grow up. And so there's something about the time that is passed. You may feel like they got more cunning, more clever, as far as being sneaky and tricky, but never actually gaining any real intelligence or any wisdom. And so eventually this would have come to this point where you may feel like you have to throw your hands up because you can't really get through. Ace of Swords and Six of Swords with the Angels of the Four Directions, they're giving you a lot of clarity, and a lot of this clarity that's coming in would be like it's actually in your benefit if you speak your truth and they walk away or you guys part ways. It would be to your benefit anyway. They're saying either way you win because you're honest, you told the truth, you got something off your chest. And if you're rejected, then that is exactly what was going to happen anyway. You're just prolonging it by holding on to your truth. Um, so that, yeah, they're saying that no matter what, it's unfair either way. So even if they do change, it was unfair that you held on to it for so long. But also, too, just speaking it out loud, you at least you had laid it on the table, and at least they have the option. Either you change or you decide to play games and hem and haw and make Aries feel like there's a hope and a chance, and there's none. And either way, something about the situation balances out because it's not fair. No one should be holding back. And then the fact that you're holding back, the energy that I'm showing with fragmented energy, it looks like you can't see anything clearly because you're just not being honest. So with whoever, this feels very personal. This doesn't feel like a general read. So I know that, well, I don't expect that too many would resonate with this because this just feels odd to me that Aries would not be too like fully open about what is going on with them with someone. But this does show that someone is in a space of like, I can't really open up and say what I really want to say because it seems like there's a problem with comprehension with someone. But yeah, you could be dealing with a Libra, a Sagittarius, a Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn. Those are the main signs. We also have a Cancer and Gemini or an Aquarius. So you could be a Pisces Aries cusp, dealing with an Aquarius Pisces cusp. We also have Capricorn Aquarius cusp, Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, Scorpio Sagittarius, Libra Scorpio. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. Also Gemini Cancer, by the way. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.